Alrighty, let's get started. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the webinar. Today, we're joined by our special guest, Dental Care Plus, Stephanie Mortenson and Melita Gill, our friends and colleagues, and just a couple of housekeeping things we want to get out of the way. If you got a question, put it in the question box to the right. I know you have a lot of questions. There's a lot going on here. We'll answer the questions at the end of the presentation. If there's an issue with seeing the screen, or you're having some issues with the audio, just throw a note in the chat box. Eric or myself will get to those throughout the presentation. And here we are. I'm the lead account advisor for Cornerstone. There's my phone number, and Eric Pouncey also works in the same role. He's on the call with us today. And there's his phone number and email address. So by all means, if you're not appointed with Dental Care Plus or DentaQuest, as it's called now, give us a call and we'll get you set up. And lots of activity in the individual market with dental, with health, with everything. I mean, it's front page news now, and things are coming out of lockdown. Folks are going to be going back to the dentist. I know I will. So, this is front and center in your client's information. So let's get you appointed, and let's talk about the bonus. Earn a $250 bonus through our Refer an Agent program. Did you know another agent who might also benefit from our services? With Refer an Agent, you can refer an individual and employee benefit market segment agents to Cornerstone, and we'll pay you $250 when they place their first paid application. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. All you need to do is submit the referral through our website. We'll track and monitor it over 6 months, and then once the referral hits, and within that 6-month period, you'll earn the $250 bonus. Okay. Autopilot, that's a referral program. So we have a referral. You can refer clients to us. How that works is, if you have somebody that needs some help and you're not able to help them, we can take a load off. Autopilot is a compensation-based client referral program that offers the services of licensed reps to quote, enroll, support, and provide year-round service to all clients that may fall out of your business scope but never off your radar. So we want to keep you whole. We want to help you reach those clients that you might not be able to serve, and they'll all be a part of the same family. So activate Autopilot today. There's the website, and get started. And let's talk about the cash incentive program. Register online on our website, again, www.crnstone.com. And the top qualifier will get $7,000. Second place will be $5,000. And there you see the rest. It's for all group and individual new business and sales between Jan 1 of 2021 and December 31st of 2021. And you'll earn points that will bring you closer to a $7,000 cash prize. $7,000. Fantastic. The top 15 qualifiers will earn cash with qualifications starting at $2,000. It's for new sales only, and you must register to qualify. Let's get started. Stephanie's on the line. I'm going to send the presentation to her.
Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Stephanie Mortenson. A lot of you probably know me. I'm with the Dental Care Plus group. We are now considered the Dental Care Plus group a DentaQuest company. But just so you know, when you're out there talking about our plans and talking to dentists and your clients, we are still considered the Dental Care Plus group. And I'll go over some changes. I know there are probably a lot of questions, and I'll do my best to answer those for you. But I appreciate you joining us this morning, and I will go ahead and get started. So today I am going to talk about the Dental Care Plus group, obviously, and I'm going to talk about our individual dental plans. I am also going to talk about DentaQuest, the individual plans that are available now, along with how to enroll someone. And so Dental Care Plus was founded in 1986 by dentists. We focus on service for all entities. So we have our brokers, our employers, providers, members. We still have those same plans that we've always had with solid coverage. They're priced fairly, flexible plan design. So these plans are really designed to be to sell on a needs basis. We are still considered experts in dental. That's all that we specialize in. And we have our strong network still of more than 275,000 provider access points nationwide and growing now that we've added the DentaQuest network onto our portfolio. And as most of you know, we were acquired in 2019 by excuse me, a company called DentaQuest. So when this acquisition happened, maybe a lot of you didn't notice any changes other than you just knew that we were acquired by this company a year and a half ago and almost approaching 2 years. The main things that have changed now at this time is effective February 1st of this year, we migrated over to their systems. So that's probably the biggest change, along with our name is now the Dental Care Plus Group, a DentaQuest company. So with that being said, we still have the same plans, the same pricing, the same network. None of that has changed, but more alongside of a system change, which has involved a new member portal and a new enrollment site, which I will go over here in a bit. So a little bit about the DentaQuest business. They've specialized in Medicare Advantage for about 17 years. The commercial side, 50 plus years of experience, marketplace exchange, Medicaid, and vision. So you can see there in the circles, they have quite a few members in the millions when it comes to these lines of business. The DCPG product offering, we still offer our commercial market, which is our traditional group plans, our EHB certified, which is for group also in Ohio, and then we have our individual plans. We also still have the public market exchange certified dental on group and individual, and then we don't, on the individual side, have a vision offering. That is on the group side, but we still do have the total vision services discount program that comes with our individual plans at no extra cost. And I'll get into more detail about that soon. Right now, our footprint here is our commercial group is in Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, Tennessee, and Michigan. That's for our group products. Commercial individual is still in Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana. And then you can see all of the states that we have for our public exchange. Okay, so the link between oral health and overall health, I'm going to briefly go over this because I know a lot of you that are on the webinar today want to get into the changes that have occurred over the last few weeks. But I just want to share this little cartoon here. It's really cute. So basically, by making sure that your clients are going to the dentist and have a strong dental plan when they do go to the dentist, there are a lot of things that a dentist can detect early stages of. For example, the effects of poor dental hygiene can affect heart disease, kidney disease, preterm birth, diabetes, periodontitis. Not to say that your dentist should replace your primary care physician, but there are some things they can notice when you go for your oral health exam. And believe this or not, half of Americans, and this is from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, half of Americans over the age of 30 have some type of gum disease. So that's where they have the more advanced form of periodontal disease, and it really affects the bone and connective tissue that hold the teeth in place, and it can break down as a result of the body fighting the infection. So if you look here in the bottom right-hand corner, this shows you a healthy gum all the way over to the right, severe periodontitis, where you know, that tissue breaks away from the teeth and can cause infection and have long-term effects. Some risk factors are smoking, hormonal changes in women, stress, and medications. So with heart disease, individuals with gum disease can run a higher risk of stroke. It can also affect pregnant women. So pregnant women that have some type of gum disease due to hormonal changes in their body during pregnancy, that's something that can occur, which women suffering from the gum disease while pregnant are 4 to 7 times more likely to deliver underweight and premature babies. I have a friend who actually went to the dentist, and just based on the oral exam, believe this or not, the dentist recommended that she get a pregnancy test, and lo and behold, she was pregnant. So there's a lot, obviously, that can be detected by going to the dentist and getting those oral health exams. So there is a kind of a double link between diabetes and gum disease. Patients that are diagnosed with gum disease are considered to be at risk for diabetes. And then if they are diagnosed with that periodontitis and have diabetes, by treating that gum disease, it can improve the blood sugar. Kidney disease, obviously, those individuals that have some type of kidney disease or end-stage renal disease, they have a compromised immune system, which can cause some periodontal issues as well. Individuals without dental benefits are more likely to have extractions and dentures, less likely to have restorative care, 67% more likely to have heart disease, 50% more likely to have osteoporosis, and 29% more likely to have diabetes. So a lot of individuals, if you're pleading your case to your clients, some clients may think it's okay, well, I'll just pay out of pocket. It's not going to be worth having a dental plan. I'll pay out of pocket for my yearly visits or my twice a year visits. But if they don't have something that they're paying for and committed to, they're less likely to go. They miss that opportunity for prevention and early treatment. And then many of these individuals account for 2 million visits to the emergency room for dental treatments. I don't know if any of you have had a toothache before, but it is not fun. And, it could be prevented by having a plan that they actually pay for and use and go to the dentist and get those exams. So for the Dental Care Plus individual dental plans, as I mentioned before, these have remained the same. They've been developed and are still developed to fit every phase of life for individuals, families, seniors, part-time employees, sometimes as a COBRA alternative. So anyone 18 and over can have our plans, and there is no age maximum. So with our plans, we have your preventive, basic, and major categories. So the preventive care, we do not have waiting periods for preventive services, and that includes their 2 routine exams, their 2 cleanings. Fluoride treatments are mentioned here. However, those are for 18 and younger. And we do cover 1 set of bite wings each calendar year and 1 full mouth panoramic x-ray every 3 years. So that is a benefit that they have no waiting period for. And the plus side on our preventive services is they don't have to wait 6 months between their cleanings. They can go twice in a calendar year and it would be covered. With our basic services, we do have a 6-month waiting period. Please consider and take a look here on what we consider basic services. I think we do a great job at putting quite a few what some other carriers would consider major services in our basic service category. And that includes fillings, root canals, those gum disease procedures, and repairs to crowns, bridges, and dentures. Extractions are also covered under basic services as well. So there's quite a bit that we cover under the basic services. And as I mentioned before, anyone that has periodontic needs, usually they have to alternate their preventive visits. So one may go for a preventive visit and then go for a perio maintenance visit, and then go to their preventive visit and then go again for their perio maintenance visit. So they go 4 times a year for checkups, but 2 are preventive, 2 are considered a periodontic maintenance. So we cover 2 on the preventive side and 2 periodontic cleanings under the basic services. So if a client mentions that they get deep cleanings or have to get a deep cleaning, most likely it is a periodontal visit that they need for maintenance from having gum disease. Then we have our major services, which have a 12-month waiting period, which is pretty standard in the industry. That includes surgical extractions, crowns, bridges, complete and partial dentures. Now, Dental Care Plus will waive all of these waiting periods if someone is transitioning from the group side of Dental Care Plus only at this time and into their own individual plan. And we give them 12 months. So that's huge, not 60 days or 30 days, but 12 months to transition from their group plan to individual. So that means if there's less than a 12-month gap between when their group plan termed and their individual plan is effective, those waiting periods are waived. So through the rest of the presentation, I do have some things that I've highlighted here that have changed. We still have the simple web-based system. We have the 4 plan options. The rates are still based on age 54 and under, 55 and over. Rates are reviewed annually and adjusted for January effective dates. Still currently available in Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana. There is a member portal where subscribers can print their ID number or ID card, view benefits, EOBs, nominated dentists, make changes to their plan in addition to their address, anything like that. And then it is a premium payment. I have monthly premium payment here. However, that has changed. So individuals on the new enrollment site can choose if they want to be billed annually, semi-annually, etc. They can pay for the whole year if they would like. And we accept Visa, MasterCard, and Discover now, and an electronic check along with a paper invoice. We did not have paper invoices before, so individuals can elect paper communications and receive a paper invoice in the mail. So with our plans, we have an Ohio HMO and an Ohio PPO product. So the HMO service area is for Butler, Claremont, Hamilton, and Warren County. So product availability is determined by the zip code of the residence of where the client lives, not where their dentist is, but where they reside. Butler, Claremont, Hamilton, and Warren puts them in the HMO. The rest of the state is the PPO. We still have our own network in the HMO area on top of DentaQuest. We have added dentists, so if anything, we've increased our network in these areas, which is really nice. We've always had 95% of the dentists in this HMO service area, which is phenomenal compared to what's out there now. We still have our strong network here. And then with the PPO service area, that is for the remaining counties outside of the 4 HMO service area counties. And that network there is still very good and growing. So I would say in the Dayton, Montgomery County area, we have 82% of the dentists in our network. But we also have, again, our proprietary network. We lease the DentaMax network for the PPO service area. And then again, some DentaQuest providers are in the service area as well. So here are the Ohio HMO plans. We still have plan 1, 2, 3, and 4. The rates here, they're still, 2 things that are consistent, or I should say, 2 things that are consistent across the board is the deductible. There is a $50 per member deductible, $150 per family. So an individual and spouse is considered, would be $50 per member. They're not considered a family. A family is for families of 3 or more individuals. And then there is that $10 copay on the preventive services. So those are the two things that are consistent on all of the plans. So if you take a good look at Plan 1, you see they receive 100% coverage for their preventive services after the $10 copay. Where it mentions other preventive services, that's where the fluoride treatments, again, that are for 18 and younger, but the other preventive services also include those x-rays. And then in 6 months, we would pay 50% for basic services, and it has an annual maximum benefit of $1,000, and that is per person on the plan. They do not share that maximum. So if you have someone that is over age 55 and they would pay $30.37 per month, that's $364 a year. So it pays for the preventive piece alone. And then in 6 months, if they are not in a position to have those waiting periods waived, they get a bonus of having 50% coverage for those basic services, which again, keep in mind, we cover a lot under the basic services, the endo, the root canals, the perio for gum disease, fillings and extractions. So keep that in mind. And then when you get into Plan 2, you'll notice Plan 2 has a $2,000 per person maximum. This plan is really designed for those that are concerned with the high cost that can be associated with dental procedures. So if someone gave me a call and said they had to have 5 crowns, there's no doubt that I would probably recommend Plan 1 for that type of situation. You'll notice we do pay 60% for the preventive care. However, the trade-off is we're going to cover 60% for basic, 60% for major, and that maximum is really helpful if they have to have a lot of work done. Plan 3 and 4 really mirror what they're used to seeing on the group side. You have your Plan 3, which is a 150/50, and then you have Plan 4, that's a 180/50. So especially for those members that used to have Dental Care Plus and have a situation where their waiting periods would be waived, Plan 3 and 4 are popular choices. But again, these plans are needs-based selling. So really determine the needs of your clients before making a recommendation. But I do want to point out that if you are getting a pushback from those waiting periods, Plan 1 is always a great place to start. It gets their foot in the door, it starts the clock on their waiting periods, and they can start with Plan 1 for the first year. And then if they upgrade at their renewal to Plan 2, 3, or 4 and add in those major services, they don't start over on the waiting periods. So although Plan 1 doesn't cover major services, that's okay. They can have Plan 1 for 12 months and then upgrade to the other 3 plans that are available at renewal. So that's a good selling point, especially if you're getting a pushback on the waiting periods. And then we have our PPO for Ohio. As you can see, the rates are different. The deductible is the same, the $10 copay is the same, the benefits are the same essentially, except for there is an out-of-network option for the PPO product and a 10% differential if they go out of network. But the plans are the same, the coverage is the same except for that out-of-network option, and the rates are different. And if anyone needs updated rate sheets, I'll have my contact information at the end of the presentation. Please send me an email or give me a call, and I can send you the updated rate sheets. These rates were effective January 1st. And then we have our Kentucky service area. So for the HMO, that includes counties Boone, Campbell, Kenton, and Pendleton. Still that 95% in network with the providers and specialists, that's huge. And then we have our Kentucky PPO service area, which we have our own network on top of Center Care. That's the network that we lease for. Is it Center Care? I think, yeah. So that's what we lease in Kentucky. And here are the plans for the Kentucky HMO service area. Again, same rates, or I'm sorry, same plans, different pricing. And then for the Kentucky PPO, we have different rates. Same plans, but because it's a PPO, they have that out-of-network option at a 10% differential. And then we have Indiana. So the Indiana does not have an HMO. The whole state of Indiana is the PPO. Still the same plans, but just different pricing. And they have that out-of-network option. So we have the personalized URL to ensure that you receive credit for your Dental Care Plus individual product sales. I know a lot of you that have current, I'll address this now. So anyone that has a current personalized URL, I need to build you a new one now that we have a new site. So if you are still using your personal URL from Dental Care Plus, that Pearl no longer works as in tying you to the sale. So anyone that you've enrolled from February 1st till now, I need you to please send me the name and date of birth of who you've enrolled so we can manually add you as the AOR. We are still working on the system that builds the personal URLs, but please reach out to me so I can add you to my list when that's available, so I can send it to you. That way we can get you tied to the sale from the new shop quote and enroll site. But the temporary fix right now is emailing me the name and date of birth of who you enroll, so we can manually give you credit. And I do sincerely apologize that system is not ready yet to build those pearls. They're still working on it. To be completely transparent, I think as easy as it may sound, they've come across some bumps in the road to get that fixed and ready for your Pearl to successfully add you as the AOR. So again, I do apologize. I know it's not convenient, but please send me your contact information so I can get your Pearl built when that system is ready. I don't want that to discourage you from offering our products because we have great products for your clients. It's just a little bit extra work on your part to send me that information, but I definitely want you to get credit for your sales. So I appreciate your patience as we work through that and get that ready for you. Right now, we have the monthly, quarterly premium payment option and annually. We do give 10% commission to our brokers on a monthly basis for every premium that's been brought in the door for the life of the policy. So even at renewal, that does not decrease. And we still have our strong network. Our HMO networks contain nearly 95% of the general dentists and specialists in the area, with the PPO network including 275,000 provider access points nationwide. Excuse me, I have the sniffles a little bit today. So we still have our total vision services and Epic hearing discount programs that come with our plans at no extra cost. That kind of helps round out that dental. If you're helping them on the health and you sell a Dental Care Plus plan, you're rounding out that benefit because it does have the vision and hearing discounts. Don't forget that perio and endo are covered under basic and not major. They do receive the 2 additional perio cleanings per year on top of their 2 preventive cleanings with a history of gum disease. No 6-month wait between cleanings. Crown, denture, and bridge replacement is every 5 years. Some of our competitors out there have a replacement of every 8 years. So that's a pretty big deal. We still have our 4th quarter deductible carryover. So whatever portion of their deductible they've met in the last quarter of the year, October, November, and December, will follow them into the next year, which is beneficial, especially if they're getting work done at the end of the year and have to finalize that work at the beginning of the next year. And then our benefits run on calendar year. So even if someone has a 3/1 effective date or 4/1 effective date, they can still get their 2 cleanings between April 1st and December 31st at any time they choose. And then January 1, their benefits reset, their maximum resets, their cleanings reset, everything resets January 1st, regardless of effective date. They must be 18 to enroll. Dependent children can be on the plan up until they're 19 in Ohio, 25 in Kentucky, 26 in Indiana. The first of the following month is always the effective date. In the past, the deadline was the 15th. It's been extended to the 20th. So they must enroll by March 20th to get an April 1st effective date, for an example. They can enroll up to 3 months prior. Renewals are still on anniversary date. And another thing that we changed is we used to have a 25-month blackout period if someone cancels their plan and wants to come back. That has now been changed to 12 months. Which I think is fair. The 25-month was a little harsh, I think, but that has been moved to 12 months. So I think that's fair here. So then we have our DentaQuest personal dental plans, and I have invited Melita McGill to jump in if there are any questions. She's the specialist on these plans. I'm still getting to know them a little bit, so please forgive me. But let's dive into what DentaQuest personal dental plans have to offer. So DentaQuest, for more than 50 years, they've been around and meeting needs of individuals and families, offering dental plans at an affordable price and convenient provider networks. Currently, they have 27 million people across 28 states that have purchased a plan through them. And, they're a purpose-driven oral healthcare organization. So their mission statement is to provide oral health for all. And so with that being said, they've been, again, in the business for more than 50 years, and they have 27 million people that they serve across 28 states. So with the DentaQuest personal dental plans, they are available the PPO is available in Arizona, Georgia, Illinois, Missouri, Ohio, and Texas with out-of-network coverage. And then we have the EPO plans that are sold in Florida, Indiana, Illinois, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, and Virginia. The EPO is a narrow network and there is no out-of-network coverage. Commission is paid to brokers on a monthly basis as premiums are received. In Ohio and Indiana, it's 10%. So it's still the same as the original Dental Care Plus plans that you're used to. So this is what the Ohio DentaQuest personal dental plans look like. So you'll notice here that you have the personal dental plan, you have the personal dental plan basic, and you have the personal dental plan plus. So there are 3 DentaQuest personal dental plans available in Ohio. They must be 18 to enroll. Dependent children can be on this plan up to age 27. There is no copay for preventive services. They cover 100% of preventive services. They do have a waiting period on the basic and plus plan of 6 months for restorative care. Keep in mind that's basically fillings, okay? It's not the same Dental Care Plus basic coverage. It's fillings. And Geoff, I don't know if you can unmute Melita so she can jump in here if I'm incorrect on anything.
Okay, let's get her.
And then you have the Personal Dental Plan Plus. That plan covers complex services, which would be considered major. And there's an 18th month waiting period for that plan. Melita, are you there?
Yeah, I'm having a little issue trying to find her.
That's okay. So periodontic and endodontic service are considered complex services. So basically for the DentaQuest personal dental plan, that first one listed there, this is a preventive plan only, which is great. If you have a client that's only interested in preventive care, these plans are very affordable. You can see an individual between 18 and 64, the price is $9.84 for just a preventive plan. Over 65, it's $11.32. So it's a great option if you have someone that is interested in preventive only. Please keep in mind that this is not the same network as the Dental Care Plus group.
Okay, I've got her off mute now. I've got her off mute.
Okay.
Melita, can you hear us? Melita?
That's okay.
Can you hear us now?
Melita, are you on mute? Okay, well, moving on while Geoff works on that. Thank you. Sorry.
It's all right.
So, again, this is a great plan if they're interested in preventive only. It's very affordable, pays for itself. But again, please make sure their dentist is in network if you decide to offer this plan. The personal dental plan basic pays 100% in that preventive category, 50% for fillings after 6 months. And then you have the personal dental plan plus 100% for preventive, in 6 months, 50% coverage for fillings, and in 18 months, 30% coverage for major or complex. So please keep that in mind. But you can see the rates are affordable, and I think that, this can be a good option for some of your clients if they're interested. Just again, I can't stress enough to make sure that their dentist is in network before you offer the Ohio DentaQuest PDPs. And then it's available in Indiana as well. So the DentaQuest personal dental plans, as you can see, they have the same coverage. Keep in mind that the Ohio DentaQuest PDP is a PPO, so they can go in and out of network. With the Indiana DentaQuest PDPs, this is the EPO network, so they have to stay in network. They do not have the flexibility of going out of network. Plans are the same, except for that no out of network option, and the rates are different there. And the DentaQuest PDPs are not available in Kentucky, just Ohio and Indiana and some of those other states that I mentioned prior, but keep in mind none in Kentucky, like the Dental Care Plus group plans. So at this time, I would like to visit our new shop, quote, and enroll site and go over the changes. It has a new look. I think there have been several improvements. So I would like to do that for you really quick here. And Geoff, if you can jump in and make sure that everyone can see my screen. Can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you.
Okay,
Yeah.
and do you see the website?
No, unfortunately not. We still see the desktop. There you go.
Are we good? Okay,
Yes,
so
we can see it now. Yeah.
anyone that has a personal URL, if you click on that personal URL, you still notice that it will redirect you to the new DentaQuest Dental Care Plus group shop, quote, and enroll site. Again, that personalized URL does not tie you to the broker or the sale. So please send me the name and date of birth of anyone that enrolls if you use your personalized URL currently. That way we can make sure you receive credit until we get your new Pearl built. So it's very similar to Dental Care Plus's old enrollment site. You have your Find a Dentist, which is great. I really like this feature because before you could only search by the dentist name. Now you can search for a business practice name, which is really nice. You can search by location. I do want to point out that they are making some they need to make some adjustments to the provider search. So if you do a provider search and you have any questions, if a provider is not appearing, please let me know and I can confirm with the provider relations department and confirm that they're in network because they may not show up in network. I know that they're working on that as a priority to make sure that this is accurate, but I'm just going to type in my dentist here so you can see what it looks like. I go to Heidi Sprouse. She's in Ohio. And here she is. So it brings up Dr. Heidi Sprouse, her address, and the plans that she participates in. So you'll notice here the DentaQuest personal dental plans are not mentioned here because she does not take those. But Heidi does take the Ohio HMO and PPO. So keep that in mind. But it'll show here plans this dentist participates in. So that's nice. This is where individuals can sign in and register for the member portal. I know quite a few, this is a good time to bring this up. So on February 1st, when we migrated our systems over to DentaQuest systems, there is a new member portal now. So back when individuals enrolled into their original Dental Care Plus plan, they gave us permission to deduct their premiums on a monthly basis. And you'll notice, and you may hear from current clients, that we did not deduct premiums in January or February, and that is correct. I will preface that by saying no one is canceled, no one is losing their coverage, and there were quite a few bumps in the road with this member portal new member portal, but we're working diligently to smooth those out, and it should be working properly now. And we have communicated to our members and have sent them an update that they have until April 30th now to update their payment on the new member portal. They have to register and set up their new premium payments because we were not able to migrate the old payment information to the new member portal. So again, individuals that are current members do need to register, and they would do that by clicking the register button here. It will ask them to select the state that they live in and ask them to put in this information. They'll register, and then they will turn around and log into their account, pay their premium balance, and set up their automatic withdrawals if they would like. Now, rest assured that anyone that is not successfully registered, or has not successfully registered, I should say, will be receiving an invoice in the mail. So they'll get an invoice in the mail. I know those have not been mailed out yet. There is a hang up with the at the distribution center where those are waiting to be sent out. So hopefully that they should be sent out within the next week. But just rest assured, no one's getting canceled. But there is a new member portal where they need to register on. And if they don't, they'll get that paper invoice in the mail. So back to the quote. So if you have, say you have someone living in zip code 45011, and I want a quote for myself and spouse, myself and child or family. See plans and pricing. So when you have your personalized URL built, when I can get that to you, you'll notice that in the top right-hand corner, it will have your agency and your name, which it didn't have before, which is nice. Bear with me just a moment as it takes its time. Okay, so right here is where your agency name will appear when I'm able to build your personalized URL, which is nice. Again, if you don't have your URL, let me know if you sell a policy so we can manually add you as the AOR. So you'll notice now that I've typed in a 45011 zip code, there are 7 plans that populate, and that's because we have the DentaQuest 3 plans in Ohio. We have that personal dental plan, the dental plan basic, and the dental plan plus. Now these show up as the top 3 because it does go in order from cheapest to most expensive. So to get to the original Dental Care Plus plans, you want to go, they're labeled here, they are the last 4 plans. So the top 3 are DentaQuest plans, again, different network, different plans, different waiting periods, different coverage. Then you have your original Dental Care Plus plans here. Now, with that being said, and please reach out to me if you need updated rate sheets. You will notice that the under 55 rate is populated here. On the old mydentalcareplus.com, we ask the question, are you over or under age 55? We do not ask that currently. We've had multiple brokers give us the feedback, and we've passed that feedback on to the migration team that it is important to have that option for 55 and over, 55 and under as the as an option before quoting because of this here. So this is the under 55 rate for plan 1. They can choose their coverage start date. And if I click on enroll, so basically you need to know the under 55 rates in order to make sure that they're enrolling in the correct plan. It gives them their shopping cart, which includes the TV, S, and the Epic. It will change to the over 55 rate when you enter in the birth date. which again, I know that's not convenient. However, that feedback has been sent to the migration team. It's not going to be fixed today or tomorrow, but it is noted, and we understand that it's important that the correct rates show up front. I don't know when it will be changed. So in the meantime, just be careful that you're helping your clients enroll into the correct plan, because the over 55 rate is, or the under 55 rate is populated when you get a quote automatically. So as I enter in my birth date, it will circle, and it's going to tell you that there's a price update. We might have updated the price in your quote due to a change in ages of those covered by the plan. You click on OK, and now the shopping cart is updated to the 3037 for plan 1. This is where we will ask if they've had prior coverage with DCPG. If they say yes, then they'll put in their prior DCPG member number like they did before. Oh. Okay. So step 2, payment options. I would prefer communications by mail or email. If they check postal mail, they'll receive their invoices and everything in the mail. But for the sake of this, I'm going to put email. Payment frequency, it can be quarterly or twice a year. Simplify automatic payments. They can choose when they want their payment to draft, which is nice. It was always the 19th of each month. Now they have the choice of when they want it to draft. Here's their payment method. They can choose debit or credit card, e-check, or check. If they choose check, this automatic payment turns off because obviously they're going to have to mail in a check. And I highly, highly recommend to keep this simplify with automatic renewal on. If they turn this off, they are responsible for keeping track of their renewal. And if they do nothing, then they cancel. So by keeping this on, they will automatically renew. They'll still have the option to change their plan, but if if they click this off, then they have to actually log into their account or call customer service to renew, and they're going to have to remember to do that. We will send notification out 60 days prior. However, if it gets lost in the mail, or if they overlook their email and then they forget and they have this turned off, they get canceled. So I would just recommend keeping that turned on. And then we have our shopping cart here. We have applicant information. The payment information is listed here, and they need to agree to the terms and services. And I'm not going to click on submit application because then I'll end up enrolling myself. But if by clicking submit, it processes the application. Right now, my payment type is mail. So then an invoice will be generated. If I chose paper communications, it will be mailed to me. If I chose email communications, I have to log in and print that invoice. If this were, here, let me go back. Oh, I knew it was going to do that. Anyway, if I would have selected debit card and I would have clicked on submit application, then that's where you put in the payment information for the credit card. Any questions regarding the new SQE site before I go back to the presentation? Because I believe we're all wrapped up here, but I want to put my contact
Yeah.
information on your screen. That way you have it.
No, not so far. Looks like we got a couple questions though. By all means, if you have any questions about this new process, put them in the chat box and we'll ask Stephanie. I do apologize to Melita. For whatever reason, the system won't let her come on. It's probably because we're all working remotely and stuff and all the bandwidth involved. But okay.
Can you see my contact information or the horse and buggy?
Neither. I'm seeing your DentaQuest screen.
Okay.
Yeah, let's take a look at your contact information.
I apologize for the.
I think we're all trying to work
I'm
from
not
home
the
and stuff,
most
and
tech savvy person,
yeah.
but I try.
Oh, it's hard. I mean, it's you have one set up at work and then one at home, and oh, great, fantastic. I do see your information there, and her direct phone number. That's also your fax number, isn't it?
Yes.
513-924-3084. So, quick question. So, if a person enrolls in a DentaQuest plan for the first year, can they move to a Dental Care Plus plan at renewal, and the waiting periods would be waived?
Yes.
Okay. So the waiting periods will be waived. Okay. And
can you see my contact information?
we can.
Okay, good.
We can. Absolutely. So guys, you know, we had just a minute or two left. What I'm going to do is give everybody a copy of this presentation along with more handouts that we can provide you. And by all means, reach out to us, reach out to Stephanie if you have any questions about this. Obviously, there's been a transition, and we want to make this as seamless as possible. And with that, we'll conclude the presentation. Thank you so much for joining us today, and everybody have a great day. Thank you.
If you don't mind if I say one more thing, I apologize.
Okay.
I do want to thank everyone's time today, and also I appreciate your patience as we work through a lot of the stuff that you're coming across. And I also want to thank Cornerstone. We've been great partners for quite some time, and thank you so much for having me today and giving me the opportunity to talk to everyone. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I appreciate it, Geoff.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much.